What's up, Roulette Fools? Brent with AOB. Okay, we had a pretty big loss yesterday, and that's okay. We wipe it from our memories and we move on. We are at 277, as you can see here today. So with 277, if we look at what our 5% nice to have would be, we're down to about $14, and that is okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly push my profits up a little bit, my bets a little bit higher, because I am going to slowly try to catch back up. You can see the graph line here. The blue is where we're supposed to be, right? That's where we're supposed to be. And you can see we've fallen down. I don't know. I think that's orange. You can see we're down here. So I'm not looking to catch up right away, but I'm going to play a little catch up. But that's up to you. You can go low and slow, which is perfectly good way to do it. Or you can play a little bit more aggressive like I'm going to do, and we're going to go. So there it is. Let's get rid of that. Let's get going. So Rob informed me I played the 2 dozen strategy yesterday. Brent, you did it all wrong. That's not how I do it. So I'm going to do it the way he does it. And he's playing follow the loser. So you can see the last two was what, first and third was the first. So we're going to go second and third because it hit on the first. Okay. And what we're going to do is watch the progression. I had his recovery correct, which is you go to 5 double streets. And I'm playing very aggressive here, okay? I am playing aggressive here, but we're going to go with $1 units. And upon a loss like that, we go to 5 double streets and we 5x our bet size. So we are going to go 2, 4, 5, and you go to the opposite end. So we're only on our 5 double streets recovery. It doesn't matter where it hits on the board. If it hits 1 through 18, and that's our whack, we'll leave the opposite end of the board, 31 through 36 open, the far right, number 6. If it hits, oh, Rob, I'm going to kick your booty. So now we're going to go to the other end. And let's double up our bet. And I can't triple up our bet, so we got our biscuit kicked by this 2 dozen. So Rob, now I do get to curse your name now if we keep losing on this one. Okay, fair enough. All right, but I think we're gonna do okay. That's as rough of a start as we can get going, and I'm gonna leave it here at $10. So that's what we do. We play 2 dozen, follow the loser, no sitting out. So whatever dozen it lands on, we're going to cover the other 2. On the first loss, any loss, we're going to go to 5 double streets, and we're going to leave the street open opposite of whichever side that it was on, okay? So we're going to keep going here. And so far, so good. And I'm going to leave my bet up. We're down 7, so I'm going to leave my bet up here at 10. This would get us up +3, which would be pretty good. And then we'll go back to 2 dozens, follow the loser. Let's cross our fingers and see if we can get this recovery, because this would put us down $57, and that would be sucky. Now again, I'm playing aggressive. Rob. Oh my gosh. Rob. Now, as Rob was showing me the correct way, he had a rough session this morning too, playing this. But any strategy can have a rough session. But wow, I just got to laugh because Rob was like, that's not the right way to play it. So now I'm playing it the right way. We're getting our biscuit kicked. So I just got to love it. I love you, Rob. But my goodness, we're off to a rough start. He had a rough start. So I just think it's funny because he had a rough start showing me he got wiped out with his bankroll showing me the correct way. And now I'm playing it the correct way. Now, I also have to say something. I missed a 9 street bet. So we were one day off. I did somewhere along the lines when I was pre-recording stuff. There we go. When we were we need one more. When I was pre-recording videos, right? Because I only have the next day, but sometimes it gets tiring that I'm having to do them every day. So some days when I have time, I will do 2 sessions, which lately the sessions are multi-sessions, which makes it even harder because I have to do 3 to 5 sessions And then later in the evening or something, I'll do another 3 to 5 sessions so that I'm not always having to play catch up and do it. Okay, we got caught up. Phew. All right, we can go back to dozens. Here we go. So somewhere along the lines, I had recorded multiple days and I skipped out on one of the days and I did day 30 and 31 and I didn't put day 29, which was a 9 street day. I did 3 sessions of 9 street, $3, $3, and ended up with a $10 profit. It went really, really nicely. So I'm kind of bummed that didn't work. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. So that ended on, what was that? That was a 13. So we're going to go high. We're going to leave high open. And we're going 5X, leaving high open. Let's hope we don't go down this path again. This is why, my friends, like, I can't really ever become too fond of 2 dozens. Twice in a row, it's taken us here. Okay, there we go. We recovered. We recovered and go to profit 1 hit. So I like that aspect about this, but we're still leaving the dozen open. He used to do a wait where he'd wait for 2, but then he was saying he was missing out on a lot of wins, which I like that logic. So one thing you could do, to me, if you wanted to play with weights, like on dozens, and say, I want that dozen. I want to wait till dozen hits 2 or 3 times before I bet on the losers. Awesome. Okay, there we go. Look at that. That second dozen now is hit 5 times in a row. Okay. Let's just hope we can get out of this in 1 hit here. We're at 6 minutes and we're at $4 though, so we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Phew! I thought I was gonna hit that 1. All right. Now we're gonna cook with oil. I can tell we're gonna go on a nice run here. But we're at $9 already, but not without some heavy risk of going all the way back down to almost our base $100. So I'm just showing you how I'm playing this. I want you to play nice and steady. Admittedly, I am going very aggressive with my progressions here and with my unit sizes. My God. Now, when he hits a 0 on the dozens, he just stays here and he does triple them up. He just stays put. So I'm going to follow what he does. But the downside of this is if we lose on this one and we go to 5 dozens, that's a $6, that's a $3 unit. We've got to go 5 times that. It gets very expensive, right? We'd have to go at least a $30 bet just to break even on this one. Okay. All right, Rob. I think I am not gonna play this one too much more. But we'll see how it goes. I don't think I'm a fan of this strategy, Rob. Sorry, brother. Oh my gosh. Okay, come on now. All right, there we go. And I think I overbet it. I wasn't even really paying attention too much to it. I got to pay more attention. I way overbet that, but that's okay. I'm being very aggressive. And I told you guys, I've already given you plenty of episodes at the beginning on how to play it nice, low, and slow. I am playing this the way Brent would play it now, which is I would play more aggressively. I feel like I'm still giving myself enough progressions, and I definitely won't go below my original $100 bankroll. Okay, I officially hate this strategy, Rob. That was what, a 24? Yeah, so we got to go to 1. All right, so we're going 5X. I'm officially not a fan of this strategy now. I don't see me playing this again. But I do like going 5. I do like being aggressive on the 5 double street. I do like that aspect of it. Phew. But I think we are just getting really, really unlucky with the 2 dozens. But I think when you hit in and out of the 2 dozens like this and you don't stick with it, I think your chances maybe of just losing a lot on the 2 dozens, maybe increases rather than just sit here. Anyway, I think I would rather, if I were to change this, I think I would play follow the winner. Because that way you're hitting the repeats and you still have your other dozen to cover, which you could do follow the loser as much as you wanted to. You could play that as much as you wanted to. So, but I think I'd rather lose on it hopping around and missing the one that you happen to leave open rather than it repeating that bet over and over. That's just my preference. Statistically, all probably the same. It all probably comes out in the wash, but mentally, I think it's devastating when it keeps hitting that same dozen over and over and over again, and you keep betting opposite of it. So I think I would change it up. I think I'd play follow the winner, especially on pragmatic tables. But so far, let's see if we can get on a nice run. I mean, we're at $22 right now at 10 minutes here. So, but like I said, not without having to have gone pretty deep and heavy on our progressions a couple times, one of which I went, that's on me. I didn't, and he does bring his bets down on 5 double streets. He doesn't keep them high. So I didn't exactly follow the plan. But we did back here on that big dip down here, getting down $57. That was to plan, but let's see if we can get this thing turned around. There we go. The odds, the averages will catch up with us. The averages will catch up with us. So we got hit really hard at the beginning, but we're going to do really well now. And we're at 23. And I'm going to go ahead. And when I play catch up, normally I'd be telling you, hey, you hit your entire day goal here. Our goal is $13, is 14 bucks for 5%. We're almost double that. I'd be telling you stop right now, but I'm going to be playing in catch-up mode, and that's okay. And that's how I'm going to push it. But again, I told you guys that in the last session. I've given you all of the groundwork for the core fundamentals of how, if you want to play it nice and slow and steady. Now I'm going to show you how I would play it, though, moving forward. Because sometimes I told you, you got to play what's kind of in tune with how you are, with your personality. And my personality is I'm a little bit more, I like to be a little bit more risky. And so that's how I'm going to play it. I'm going to still try to play it to where I'm still protecting my progressions and I'm still playing what I consider smart, but I don't mind pushing the limit here. I don't mind increasing my units a little bit more. But as you saw the previous day, by doing that, I lost $167. So that's the downside, and that can set you way back. If you want to avoid those and the stress and the aging that comes with that, don't do it this way. Stick with what you're doing. All right, so we got hit on low, so we're going to go high for 5x. And I do like the idea of going to 5 double streets to recover. I do like that. And especially if you start with a unit size, say 10 cents on your 2 dozens, and then go to say 50 cents, especially with the balance we have, I think this is a very, very good way to keep getting wins as you keep going. All right, we're going to go to low. And then I wouldn't be stressing this so much. I wouldn't be stressing out this so much if we were playing with 10-cent units instead of $1 units, right? With the bankroll we have, because that would have been a $2.50 bet. This would be a total of a $5 bet instead of a $50 bet, right? So progressions are life. Play it safe. I'm willing to push the limit here, especially with 5 double streets as a recovery. I'm willing to take my chances there, but it's also pending disaster right now. Now, what did we start with today? We started with 277. So if I lose this, I'm at 225. I mean, I'm down almost another $50 below where we started. So I would be trending downwards, and that's not what you want to do. So if you're going to play aggressive like me and you hit this one here, sure, we might double up and go for a big bet, or you might take your 225, and that's when you rethink your strategy, right? And go, okay, do I like playing this level of riskiness, or do I want to go back? And again, my suggestion to you is play it slow and steady. Play it slow and steady. That's a smart way to do it. All right, what was our high here? $23. So I'm going to keep us here. And again, I could bring it down $1 to $5, and that would still get us at 13 bucks. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm going to play aggressive here. So I don't feel too bad by this. If you're just joining us, please go back and watch day one, because in the first couple of weeks, I'm showing you playing it by the book for the most part. Okay. And that's the way you really should be playing it if you want to be on the long run. But quite frankly, guys, between my live streams and having to do several of these a day, as well as everything else, it's tiring trying to do 3 to 5 sessions of this, plus edit the videos, plus, okay, I'm going to bring this down for sure. All right, I'm bringing my bet down to $5 instead of $50 here. I don't, it's tiring because originally I was doing one video a day, right? I was just showing you one session and that was okay. But then a lot of you guys are like, hey, I like seeing the 3 to 5. So I've been trying to do that, but it takes a lot more. Oh my gosh, I'm glad we brought our bet out of us. All right, we're going to go 6. And I'm going to double it up. And I'm going to do a couple more. I'm going to go to 15. I'm going to go to 15x here, $75 bet. I lose this one, I'm done. I'm done. And here's my promise. I lose this one, we're done. And then when I'm back at 195, I'm going straight back to strict rules of how we were. And that was almost a wackadoodle. We're going to go down to 5. All right, we're going to go back down to $5 units here. Rough session. But again, a lot of this is on me because I'm playing way outside of the progressions, right? If we were to be playing with 10-cent units, this would be nothing. I wouldn't have stressed this whatsoever. So while I can't say that this is going to be a strategy that I will take moving forward all that much, I don't mind it. I don't hate it. All right, we're going to just stay right where we're at. See if we can get another win. This would get us up to 18, and we're at 17 minutes. If we can get this win, we're going to call it a session, and we'll take a break, and we'll come back, and we're going to stick with the same plan, and we'll start again at 2 dozens. I think I will change it, though, Rob. I think I'm going to change this to follow the winner instead of following the loser, and see if... oh, my gosh, you demon dog. All right, here we go. I am going to triple up here. I'm going to triple up here. Boy, we are just not. I mean, we're 18 and 12. That's terrible considering the majority of our play has been on 5 double streets, right? Ooh. All right. Let's go for one more hit here. Let's see if we can get one more, get lucky here, and call it a session. And this, I like you seeing this, though. This shows you the immense risk if you play outside of your progressions. So this isn't without education here. It really is. And that's why I don't mind doing it, because this shows you, wow, look how close he was to busting or losing everything so many times. So that's the chance you take if you decide to play this way. All right. We're going to call it at $18 on this session. We're at $17.45. We're going to call a session. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and we're going to start again, and we're going to go 2 dozens, follow the winner. I'll see you guys shortly. Cheers. Okay, we are back for our second session here. We are on the speed auto roulette table. Let's see if our luck does any better there. We're going to play, I say we're going to play follow the winner on this one. So we are playing second and third. Let's see if it does any better statistically, and I bet over the long run, it really doesn't really matter. But like I said, I'd rather get beat, I don't know, mentally by it always hitting something I'm leaving open than I leave something open and it keeps hitting that same one over and over and over again. So let's see if we can do better this time. So off to a better start at least this time. Let's see how we can go. Like I said, you play this and the averages, it's all going to even out, whether you decide to play follow the winner, follow the loser, whatever you want to do. I fully believe that, but I just seen too many times on the prag table that it likes to hit the same places somehow, some weird, universal karma or the casino gods for prag. It just happen to like to hit a lot of repeaters. So let's see what we can do. But so far, so good here. We got our timer going. Now, I'm well above where I'm supposed to be, but I'm playing a little catch up. So for the next couple of days, I will probably be playing at least 3 sessions and being a little bit more aggressive with it. Like I said, you can or can't. Just understand that if you want to play more aggressive or you want to push the limits, accept the consequences, right? So expect it, accept it. There we go. So we hit a first dozen. We're going to go right into 5 double streets. 5x here. And what I do like about this one is that we're profiting right off the bat when we get a hit here. And I like the high coverage recovery because our chances. The downside, as we saw before, is you get whacked here. It gets very expensive very quickly to recover. So in the best case scenarios, you're going to be playing this and you're going to, even when you lose on the first double 2 dozens, you're going to be recovering right away. And that's ideal. Okay, there we go. So that's 12. So we're going to go first and second were the last 2 dozens to hit. So that's where we're going to go. You could play follow the winner on the first dozen and follow the longest loser on the other dozen. So there's a lot of ways to play it. A lot of way people play it is the second dozen always stays static and you play follow the winner on the first or the third and the second stays. That's a really, really common and popular method of playing 2 dozens here. All right, there we go. So we're just going to stay put, but we're making some tracks now. We're cooking with oil here. And I'm glad we're playing. Look at, I mean, if we've been playing follow the losers here, I mean, look at it, hit the first dozen 3 times in a row. So that would have been sucky if we'd won on the 5 double streets, come back and we just lost. We'd be on 5 double streets again with 31-36 open. So 31 through 36 or the 31-34 line bet here. So we're doing a little better already. All right. 15. Perfect. 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 All right. Let's keep going. Let's see how we can do. Let's see. We're up $25 profit already. I'm not looking, because we lost such a big chunk, 167. I'm not even really focused on winning that back other than I'm going, okay, our daily average is around $14 would be 5%. I'm going to just see if I can slowly increase that up. And over the period of the next maybe week or 2 weeks, even if we can add just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and just kind of catch back up to that blue line, which is our trajectory that we are nice to have trajectory. But I promise you this, if you get focused on that loss, and you're like, I need to get there right away, I need to recover that right away, and you go really big, I'm pushing the limits right now on the unit size of our bets, okay? I really am. And you're looking at it going, they're just $1 bets. You saw how expensive they got on this particular strategy. You saw how expensive this got in a hurry playing 5 double streets this way. All right, here we go. So we're going 5x that way. We lost on that one. So I think if I were to play this way with the 5x bet like this, I would definitely be playing 10 cents, maybe 20 cents, maybe even 30 cents, but $1, that gets very, very expensive very quickly. So the more time you're willing to play and the more sessions you're willing to put in, to me, the more successful you're going to be. All right, let's keep going here. So we're going to play second and third. Those are the last 2 dozens to hit. Who you guys got in the bowl games? The playoffs, second round of playoffs coming up here soon. Coming up soon. Excuse me. So I'm hoping Indiana. I'm hoping Oregon. I'm hoping everybody but Ohio State and Alabama. Anybody but Ohio State and Alabama. All right, 27-23. We're going to keep repeating. Here we go. And whether we were playing follow the winner or follow loser right now, we would have won no matter what because it would have hit a second dozen and we would have been betting on first and third. We would have won there. So right now we'd be winning no matter what way we were playing it on these last couple. So that's good. All right, where are we at here? 9. Okay, there's a loss. And that would have been a win if we'd been playing Follow the Loser, in all fairness. All right, here we go. 5xing our bet. Now, we only lost $2. So really, you could go with a 3. Instead of 5xing it, you could go with 3. And that would still get you $1 profit, right? And I think in many respects, that's probably, even now, this is being very, very aggressive with it. So I think the 5x is actually overkill on this, personally. I think it's a risk that you don't need to take, because if you lose, let's see, what are we doing? We're doing first and third. We're losing $2 here. So if you do a $3 double street, which is a $15 bet instead of $25 bet, you're still coming out $1 profit, or 1 unit ahead at the end. Now, if you do 5x, the nice thing about that is it sort of makes it like a super martingale or a Marty plus, where we're double plus 1 unit on the outside 1-1, where you're winning 1 for each loss. So when we do that, oh my golly, boss. Now we're getting our butt kicked. Let's see, that was high, so we're going to go low. All right. So there's twice in a row. Let's see if we can get out of that. So I think if I were to change this up, I think I would go with a 3x instead of a 5x. If I were pushing limits. Now, if I were using 10-cent units and I was playing well within my correct progressions, I definitely like the 5x. But if you're going to push the limits and go pretty high on it, then I definitely think that 3x is better than what I'm doing here at 5x to kind of preserve our bankroll. All right, we're at 8 minutes. Like I said, no matter where I'm at profit-wise, we are going to go for 3 sessions today, and I'm going to do a little bit of catch-up here, and I'll do that over the next several sessions if I have time. Sometimes I don't have time just because of the live streams and everything. Oh my God. Now, Rob's saying, see, if you'd been playing the way I told you to play, we'd be winning. And this, my friends, this is why I'm not a big fan of 2 dozens. It's been growing on me, though. It's been growing on me. I do like triple dem up. And I think we'd be doing okay. I don't know, but I do like this idea of jumping to a high coverage system for a recovery. I do like this. And we did that a while back. There we go. All right. We are going to go, what are we, first and third here? So let's go. All right. And you can't argue with the results right now with being very aggressive. We're at $39 up on the session. So we're making some good tracks today. We're with $14, we're over twice. We're at over 10% of our bankroll amount. So kicking Bahooty. There we go. That's what we want. We need to get on a run of these here. Let's see if we can get on a run on these. But as long as we win on the 5x, because we win 2 units, that's the same as winning this twice in a row. So it's the same as winning. We're not having to sit out. Now, if we lose that 5 double streets, that's when it sets us back if we have to go into recovery, because it's going to take us multiple hits just to recover. So as long as if we lose on this one, as long as we win the next one, it's the same as winning this twice in a row. So that's okay. Ugh. All right. Now, he's staying here, he says. So he's tripling up on 0, and I'm just going to play the way he plays. I think what I would do, actually, is I would go ahead and go to 5 double streets, and you can just pick whichever end you want to go to. I think I would still go back to 5 double streets, because if I lose on this one here, it gets to be a very expensive, it's $8. We'd be down $8. We'd have to at least do a $40 double street total. But luckily we win on this one. So I think I like it where on this, if you're going to be that aggressive with it, I think I do like recovery after 1 hit, even if it's a 0. That's just me. But Rob's been having good success with how he's been playing it. So if it works for you, if it's working on average, every strategy, everything you do here, you're going to have bad sessions. Okay. That's just the reality of it. And so I was actually speaking to someone in our Discord who was talking about somebody else who uses a tool that tracks it and bets it. And they believe in this tool, that it's helping them, and they're posting all these winning graph sessions. And I said, show me a losing session. And there were none. There were no graphs from this person posting all these. And I said, then I don't buy it. If that person hasn't posted a losing session, if they're showing all, I think there was one session where it went down, but he posted it, it was a recovery session. No, show me a session ending when and it was a ton of them, right? They were showing all these history of it. All right, there's a 15, we're going high. I don't buy it. Every strategy you play, when you play that long, you will have losing sessions. So I challenged him. I told him, hey, call your buddy who designed this system, this tracking system, and when to bet. It's the hot and the cold and all that stuff and the triggers. Have him come on. I would love to have a challenge with him, live stream head to head. You play with the tool. I'll just play off the cuff of my head how I normally play. I throw that challenge out to you guys. I think it's just good for the community. Oh, God. Here we go. All right, we go low. And I'm going to 3x my bet here. I throw that challenge out to you guys out there too. If you have a tool, I really, really, really want to challenge people who like using tools, because my personal belief is they don't help you. They don't overall. It's not going to help you win more or less. But if it's working for you, it doesn't hurt you. Let me put it that way. It does not hurt you to do it that way. All right, we're going to stay put. It does not hurt you to use the tool. So that's the good news. I just personally don't believe it helps you in any way, shape, or form over the long run of playing. Prove me wrong. Come on. One session means nothing. Either one of us can have a bad session. Let's play for 10 sessions, 1 hour each. You beat me 10 sessions, 1 hour each. We'll discuss it. I will throw in a bounty. All right. How about my $500? If you win 10 sessions, out of 10 sessions, you win handily. Let's see, we got 24 and 32. We're going one here, one there. Out of 10 sessions, you win 7 of those sessions. Okay, you win 7 of those sessions, which you should if you think those tools are so much more remarkable. You should be able to win 70% of the time over me, right? If you win 6 out of 10, that's just a margin of error of you winning 1 session extra and I losing 1 session, which can happen on anything. There we go. All right, let's cook with oil. So you beat me handily 7 sessions. My $500 prize to you. You lose, you only lose 100. That's a heck of a deal. And we can go in, how about a $1,000 bankroll or a $5,000? I would prefer a $5,000 bankroll. Let's go 5,000. Roulette, same roulette table, same time. You need to share your screen with the roulette table. You don't have to share your face. I'm beautiful enough for both of us. Or I'm ugly enough for both of us. Gosh, dang it. We just can't get on a nice long streak here. All right. So all you got to do is share your screen, and that's it. And you know what? If you feel it's a secret, you don't want to show how your tool's working, you don't even have to show your tool. I don't care. It'd be nice if you showed your tool. Actually, I take that back. You do need to share your tool. You need to share what you're doing, because that's the whole purpose. I want the community to be able to see, because if indeed you beat me 7 out of 10 times, hey, that's good news for the community, because even then I'll say, okay, let's take a look at this thing. Maybe there's some validity to this thing. And I have yet to see it. So prove me wrong, because it helps us all. I don't mind losing. Listen, I don't mind losing. I don't mind losing and saying, you know what, there is a better way. I was wrong about it. So show it. And you get $500 in your pocket, and you only have to risk 100. Now you will have to put that 100 in escrow with one of my moderators. I think everybody knows I'm good for the 500. There we go. But I don't want you losing and then going, I'm not going to pay. No, you got to pay up. You got to have a little skin in the game. So how about a $1,000 bankroll? We'll do 1 hour sessions. We don't even have to do 10 sessions. We'll do 5. And If we're going to do 5, I think you should be able to beat me 4 out of 5 times if your tool is actually all of that, right? 3 out of 5, that's really, that just on that few of a sessions, that doesn't mean anything. And I think your tool should be able to, oh man. All right. We're going to just stick with what Rob says here. We're just going to stay with the 2 dozen and we're going to triple them up. And you should be able to beat me pretty handily. I think if you're beating me by 10 cents or $1 or something, I mean, who cares? Then that means nothing. So we'll have to figure out the percentage that you should be able to beat me if you think these tools are actually worth their weight in gold, which again, I 100% don't think that at all. I think your chances of winning a session are just as good or as bad as me playing just off the cuff of whatever I wanted to do. Okay? There. The gauntlet has been thrown down. I've slapped your face with the glove or thrown the glove on the ground. Pick it up, get in our Discord, say, I want to challenge you, and let's do it. Live stream. Five live streams, 1 hour each. You need to beat me handily. 4 out of 5 of those sessions. 080. All right, let's see if we can get out of this again. And I'm going to sit down. My back is hurting. Okay. We're at 17 minutes, so let's get this one and call this one a session. If let's recover from this if we hit this. Otherwise, we go into 5 double streets. And we would do a $10 double street. Of course it doesn't. And double it up. This would get us into recovery and get us $2. Because we were down 8, right? 1 and 1 and 3 and 3. That's an $8 total. We got a $10 double streets for $50. This would get us $2 profit above where we were before we lost. All right, come on now. Give us a low number here, sir. There we go. We'll take 19. All right, there we go. We're ending it. We're going to stop this one at little over 18 minutes, $53 profit so far. We're going to come back for one more session and call today good. And then we'll just keep pushing the limits from each session from now for the next little bit and till we kind of get caught back up on that blue line. All right, I'll be back. Cheers. Okay, fools, we're back. We are moved over to an evolution speed roulette live table. And I am going to, it's a 50-cent min bet. I was going to bring my bets down to 10 cents, but the 50 cents is the lowest we can do. So we're going to continue on with follow the winner. And instead of doing 5x, we're going to do a 3x bet. So instead of going from 50 cents and then doing a $2.50 bet for each street, we're going to go to a $1.50 unit and do a 3x bet. Okay, so we won that. We're going to repeat it. So basically, if we lose this, right, we're going to lose $1 total. We'll place $1.50 per 5 double streets, which will break us even plus go up 1 unit, which in this case is 50 cents. All right, let's see how we do on that. It's just slightly a little bit more conservative than we were playing before, and that's fine because for this third and last session, we're still at 50 cents, so we're still making good profit, but I want to be slightly, I'm going to be slightly more conservative on this final because we're up nicely in profit at $54 right now, and I really don't want to step that far backwards because this is basically, we have cut a third of our loss from yesterday session. We've already cut a third of it into it. So that's nice. All right, there we go. We're just going to keep playing follow the winner here. And right now, follow the winner or follow the loser would be winning. So they both be winners. All right, let's see how we can do it with the next 17 minutes. All right. Well, I hope you guys are all having a really, really good holiday. I got sick. I'm still getting over it, but my daughter's finally getting over her chest cold. There we go. Hey, this dude can ping pong as much as he wants between the second and the third dozen. I'm more than happy for him to do that. So yeah, I'm just getting over it, but no fun. I haven't been. I rarely get sick, so I really haven't been sick in quite a while. And when I do, I usually recover fairly quickly. So, but I'm looking forward to the first of the year. I've been eating really crappy. So, all right, there's our first loss. We're gonna go up high, and bring it back one. Okay. We're going with $1.50 units for a $7.50 bet instead of a $25 bet. So a pretty significant difference here. And if we win, we still win 50 cents. We still go recover plus up 50 cents. So I'm more than happy with that. Let's see, we're at 54. Be nice to get upwards of $60 by the end of this session. There we go. Now we're going first and third. All right, let's see if we can keep this going up. So yeah, I'm looking for the beginning of the year. Gonna get by eating back on track and going to Vegas in first part of February for Super Bowl weekend. Meeting a bunch of folks, bunch of our team members, the mods, and a bunch of team members are coming down there. So that's going to be really cool. If you want to meet us down in Vegas, head on down there. Get on our Discord. Let us know where you're going, and we'd love to hook up with you. If you are an active member and we know you, then you will be invited. You're more than welcome to come hang up with us at. I have a 2-bedroom suite at the Mandalay. You're welcome to come over, but I mean, frankly, if we don't know you very well, unfortunately at this time, that's not going to be an option. It's really for the people that we know very well that we want to do that. All right, there we go. Let's just keep this going. Keep going, pal. We're loving it. All right, 56.50. I don't even remember what we started off with at the very beginning of this session here, but we're doing great. Outside of that real trouble at the beginning and a little bit of a hankiness right here, this has overall been a very, very solid system. So I can't say that I don't like it. I can't say I don't like it. I think if I were to play it, like I said, I think what I might play is, oh my gosh. All right. We're going to stick with Rob said. We're going to triple. We're just going to say, I think right here, I would move to, if I were playing the one hit, I think I would like to play triple them up with 3 losses and then go in on 5 double street. And yeah, it makes my 5 double street a lot bigger, but it keeps my overall bet smaller for those first couple, right? So I don't know. It'd be interesting to go head to head with that, Rob. You do one hit, then recovery. Oh my gosh. All right. So now we got to go to 5 double streets. And that was what, a 24. So we're going to go 1. I don't even remember how much it was. Let's see. That was 3, 4. Is that only $4? Right? $1.53, 4. So I really only needed to go to $5. I'm at 8. I went way overkill here. But that's all right. All right, here we go. 27, 24. So we're going first and third. We might even be able to call this session. We're at $60. So I don't even think we need to go the full 15 minutes here. I think we'll play till about 10 minutes. And if we're still going well and we're up, we're just going to call it here. So then I can get on with my day. I'm not feeling great. So, wouldn't mind ending this, getting the video all put together. And you'll notice I'm not editing my videos hardly at all anymore, if at all. I mean, I just, honestly, guys, I don't have the time and energy pushing these videos out every day. And now that I've been going to multiple sessions a day instead of just doing the one, I'm just slapping them together, throwing them out there, not even checking them all that much. So I apologize if there's some editing snafus in there or it doesn't look or sound great. Maybe at the beginning of the year when I start feeling better again and get a little bit better time management, I will do a little bit better on the editing, zooming in on the screen if we need to see what the chip placements are and stuff like that. Okay, let's go. follow the winner. We're going to follow the last two winners on this one. And so far, so good. Although looking at it, I think even if we were playing follow the loser, we would have been doing at least just as good. There was a run there of 11-7-6 we would have lost on. But we lost on playing opposite. But overall, we're doing well. We're doing well. All right. We're not even, our ratio isn't even that great though for the coverage we're playing. We're not, our ratio isn't all that great. It's not terrible. We're just right below. If we were just playing 2 dozens, that was, we should be winning 2 out of every 3. We'll take these. All right, we're at 8 minutes. I'm gonna commit to 10 minutes on this. So we'll keep going, which really the smart play is just a stop now because we know what happens. Last spin curse, right? That's what gets us into trouble. All right, let's go. All right, come on. Boy, we got a beautiful day outside. It's sunny, it's cold, but it's the wind and the gray is gone and the rain. So that's kind of nice. I'll take the clear and cold over the doomy and rainy. Although we need, of course, dealer walk-off spin and we lose. All right, here we go. High. Here we go, $1.50. All right. If we lose this one, we'll 3x this bet. So it'll be $4.50 per double street. And that will get us back. But we don't have to worry about that. All right, we got one more spin in us. What do we got here? First and second? One more spin, one more win, I should say, and we're done. Let's go. This time of year is good because football season's getting good, right? We're getting into the playoffs. We've got the college playoffs coming up, which, you know what? Overtime in college is the best. I really don't understand why they don't take overtime rules from the college. That is the way overtime should be. There we go. And that is a win. That is a win right there. So not bad, right? Okay, 10 minutes. We ended up at 63.50 with a bankroll of 340.50, which is an excellent recovery for day one. And we're going to play something similar, a little bit more aggressive. And my next session, I'm going to go back to 9 streets because you missed out on the 9 streets because I deleted it and I got mixed up. The next session will be 9 streets and we'll be playing it a little bit more aggressively and go from there. And we'll just keep trending upwards. Stick to the course, play your level of risk that fits you and what you're willing to do. Expect it, accept it. Be good humans. Us against the casino. Let's kick their bahooty. 2026 is going to be a good year. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.